This is a very powerful message coming directly from our leader, Nnamdi Kanu from Sokoto Prison. So don't skip any part of the video. Try to listen to it and watch it to the end, because this message is a very, very heart-touching message and so heart-touching. Try to watch it because it really explains a lot of things, and also thank the supporters of Biafra, and also thank those who are supporting him for what he's doing and what he's passing through, and for the lovers of freedom also. So in this video, he really explained the things about the Sokoto prison and the whereabouts and the things that that is there, and also the Nnamdi Kanu lawyer, those that visit him, and what they saw when they visit him and the prison. So this video re-explained a lot of things concerning the whereabouts of Nnamdi Kanu and the powerful message which he passed to every good people that is thinking good of him, and also that is praying for him also. So he also prayed for them, for everyone who wish him well will see well, and those who wish him bad, God will pay them for whatever they wish him. So as you're about to watch the video, try to like, subscribe, and share the video to go around. Let others see the things going on in Nigeria. And I would like to hear your comments down below.
The news today is centered on the message released from Nnamdi Kanu inside the Sokoto medium security prison. His brother, Prince Emmanuel Kanu, and his lawyer, Dr. Maxwell Opara, visited him and brought out a detailed statement that has suddenly shifted the national conversation again. Before I go deeper into this story, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps the message reach more people and keeps you updated on everything happening. According to the message they delivered, Nnamdi Kanu said that his conviction was not legally valid because the law used to convict him had already been repealed. He explained that no individual can be convicted under a law that is no longer active. He also said that the court did not consider his final written address, which focused heavily on the issue of fair hearing. He made it clear that fair hearing is a fundamental part of justice, and without it, no trial can stand properly. He went on to say that the evidence the court relied on was not included in the charge sheet and was never tendered as proper evidence during his trial. Yet, the court still used that material in making its final decision. He also complained that the court went back to charges that had already been struck out earlier by Justice Binta Nyako, and still referred to them as part of the basis for the final judgment. From his point of view, these are serious errors that cannot be ignored. If you are watching this, please remember to like the video and subscribe so you can follow every update. After reading through the judgment, he said he found many inconsistencies and mistakes that, in his view, destroyed the credibility of the verdict. He therefore called on judges, lawyers, magistrates, and legal scholars who genuinely care about justice to study the judgment carefully and compare it with the Nigerian constitution and established legal standards. He asked them to examine why earlier rulings from the High Court in Umuahia, the High Court in Enugu, the Court of Appeal, decisions from the United Nations, and even positions from the Supreme Court were completely ignored. These earlier rulings said that the laws used to charge him had already been repealed and should be amended, so he questioned why the new court decision did not reflect that reality. In his message, he also expressed deep gratitude to everyone who has supported him through prayers, encouragement, and good thoughts. He stated that he stands strongly against injustice, no matter who it affects or which tribe, religion, or ethnic group the person comes from. He said clearly that injustice to one person is injustice to everyone. He thanked the public for standing with him and prayed for blessings on everyone who has shown him goodwill. If you are still listening, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now, let us look at this matter clearly and calmly. His life sentence created a major reaction across the country because the court argued that his statements and broadcasts encouraged fear and violent activities in the southeast. The government views the situation as a matter of national security. His legal team, on the other hand, maintains that he was convicted using a repealed law, unsupported evidence, and disregarded judicial decisions. This is why the issue has become so sensitive. If you find this explanation clear, please like this video and subscribe so others can benefit from it too. His transfer to the Sokoto prison added another layer of concern. Sokoto is very far from his home, far from his family, and far from his legal team. Many people worry that this distance may affect his health, safety, and legal rights. His lawyers have openly asked why he was moved so far away when all his legal proceedings take place in Abuja and the southeast. The government may argue that any federal prison can be used, but his supporters feel it causes unnecessary difficulties. If you are watching, please subscribe for more updates. This situation is not just about one man. It involves history, emotions, legal questions, and national unity. The issues surrounding IPOB and the agitation for a separate state have been present in Nigeria for many years. For the southeast region, the memory of the civil war still shapes how people react to political decisions. Many communities have experienced fear, economic loss, military presence, and tension. Some families have lost loved ones during attacks, protests, or clashes. At the same time, some families believe their voices have not been heard or respected. If you understand the depth of this situation, please like this video and subscribe. Nnamdi Kanu's new message appears to be an attempt to shift the focus back to legal principles. He is asking Nigerians not to react emotionally, but to think carefully about fairness, justice, constitutional rights, and proper legal procedure. He also emphasized that this matter should not turn into hate, anger, or division among citizens. If you appreciate balanced analysis like this, please like the video and subscribe. His legal team is preparing to move to the Court of Appeal to challenge the life sentence. They plan to question the constitutionality of the conviction, the use of a repealed law, the issue of evidence, and the inconsistencies with earlier legal rulings. This means the case is entering a new phase, and the coming months will be extremely important. If you want to follow every step of this journey, please subscribe to the channel now. Now, as this conversation grows across the country, more people are beginning to look at the deeper implications. One of the major concerns is the question of whether this judgment will stand when it reaches the higher courts. Many legal minds are already examining the details, and there is serious national debate on whether the trial was handled according to the Constitution. This is why Nnamdi Kanu's message is gaining attention. It is not only a personal response, but also a call for legal reflection. My viewers, if you are following this breakdown, please like this video right now and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss future updates. Another angle that people are discussing quietly is the emotional and psychological impact of this entire situation. For years, his name has been linked to the political tension in the southeast. His supporters see him as a voice for self-determination. Others see his methods as too aggressive. Some believe strongly that his arrest and trial were unfair, while others believe the government acted to protect national security. These different opinions show why the country needs calm, balanced conversation. If you value this kind of clear explanation, please remember to like this video and subscribe. The transfer to Sokoto also raised questions about transparency. It happened shortly after the sentence, and many people wondered whether there was a specific reason for choosing such a distant facility. His lawyers expressed concern that it limits their access to him, and some of his supporters fear that it is meant to weaken his legal defense. These concerns spread quickly online because of the emotional weight of the case. Please like this video if you are still listening and subscribe so that you stay informed. Another important point is that this case continues to test Nigeria's justice system. People are watching to see whether the appellate courts will address the issues he raised about repealed laws, fair hearing, and proper evidence. Some believe the appeal may bring a different outcome. Others think the judgment will remain. Whatever happens, it must follow due process. This is why his message emphasized that the law must guide everything. Please subscribe to the channel as we continue with this. You also have to consider the international perception. This case has been followed by organizations outside the country for years. Some international bodies expressed concerns in the past about the manner of his arrest and extradition. Others have asked Nigeria to ensure full compliance with human rights standards. The new message from Sokoto has once again drawn global attention because it touches on fundamental legal principles. My viewers, if you appreciate clear updates, please like this video and subscribe now. Let us talk about his supporters. Many of them see this message as a reassurance that he is mentally strong and fully aware of all that is happening. They were worried about him, especially after hearing about the transfer. This new message helps them understand that he is still focused, still reading, still following every legal detail, and still committed to advocating for fairness. It gives them confidence that he will continue the fight through legal means. If you are following this story carefully, please like the video and subscribe. On the other side, there are Nigerians who simply want peace and stability in the southeast. They are not necessarily supporters of IPOB, but they want an end to tension, fear, and economic losses caused by unrest. They want children to return to school without fear, they want businesses to operate freely, and they want security forces and civilians to coexist peacefully. This case affects them too because the outcome may influence how calm or tense the region becomes. If you feel this point is important, please like this video and subscribe. You also have to think about the political angle. Nigeria is in a delicate phase with economic challenges, security concerns, and political disagreements everywhere. A high-profile case like this can easily shift public opinion. Some political groups may use the situation to gain influence, while others may distance themselves to avoid controversy. In such a sensitive moment, the message from Sokoto has become part of the wider national conversation about justice, fairness, and unity. Please subscribe to this channel if you want more detailed analysis like this. Let me also speak on the human level. Behind the legal documents and news headlines, there is a man in prison, there is a family waiting, there are people praying, there are communities facing uncertainty. These are real human beings experiencing real emotions. When he talks about injustice affecting everyone, he is trying to remind the country that fairness must apply to all, regardless of tribe or belief. If you understand this human side, kindly like this video and subscribe. His legal team is preparing heavily for the appeal process. They are gathering documents, studying past judgments, reviewing constitutional points, and preparing to challenge every aspect of the life sentence. This process may take time, but it will be one of the most important legal battles in recent Nigerian history. Please subscribe so that you stay informed as each stage unfolds. As the case continues, one thing becomes clear. Nigeria needs conversations that are honest, calm, and focused on unity. No country can progress when its citizens are divided by anger and distrust. This is why it is important for all sides to focus on law, truth, and peace. If you appreciate this kind of balanced discussion, please like the video and subscribe.
Wow, this is a very powerful message. Very, very powerful message. It is not a sign of hate. It's not a sign of division or a sign of fighting and emotional throwing people stone and here and there. So it is a sign of thinking, rethinking, and how to call for unity and for the progress of every zone. So what Mazda Kano is fighting for, it is for the progress of every zone. But what is there that the government, they turn over everything around, start claiming another thing. And then if you look at what Muslim gonna stand for, it stand for progress, not only for the Igbos, not only for the Biafran, but for the whole of Africa. But what is there is that the Nigerian government, They are seeing it as if it's a threat to the unity of Nigeria. When you are not doing the right thing you're supposed to do for the zone of for the people, the next thing the people will start talking and they will start crying because you cannot beat a child and tell him not to cry. He must cry because you beat him. So that is what is there. I will allow you to listen to what the congressmen said concerning the issue of Muslim Kanu, the judgment which Omotosho gave on Thursday, 20th of November. So don't skip any part of it. Try to watch it to the end for you to understand things happening in this video.
The detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement, in deteriorating health, and recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional and targeting Christians is fair game. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of the Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges.
In the halls of the United States Congress, where world-changing decisions are made, today, those halls echo with a name that has become synonymous with Nigeria's deepest judicial crisis, Nnamdi Kanu. Just as you watch, Congressman John James didn't mince words, standing before his colleague during a hearing on Christian genocide in Nigeria. He laid bare what many have whispered but few have dared to say out loud. Nigeria's judicial system isn't just broken, it is being weaponized. How can we trust a nation that defies its own courts? James asks, his voice cutting through the chamber. He was talking about Nnamdi Kanu prolonged detention, a detention that continued despite a 2022 Court of Appeal ruling that should have set him free. That's right, Nigerian government is openly defying its own court. In defiance to the law of the court, the Nigerian court has also sentenced Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment. The sentencing of Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment is illegal. It's a fraudulent judgment. Let me give you a background story. Kanu was in Kenya in 2021 when he vanished. Days later, he mysteriously appeared in a Nigerian courtroom, bound and bruised. What happened in between? According to multiple reports and Kanu's own testament, he was kidnapped, tortured, and illegally renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria without any legal extradition process. Imagine being snatched off the street of another country, beaten and dragged across borders like a piece of cargo. No lawyers, no charges read, no due process, just raw, brutal force. This isn't how democracy operates. This is how dictatorship do.
Oh yes, that is it. Everybody have seen it and have heard what they said. So nobody accepts the kind of judgment, the kind of sentence the chief judge sentence Mazdam Kanu, because what happened there is sign of injustice and a sign of lack of improper judgment, because they did not do what everybody is expecting, and Mazdam Kanu himself did not accept such kind of judgment, because according to what he said there, they did not give him the normal judgment and the normal details of what he's asking of. And even though the paper with the file he went to sign in the Supreme Court, they have not even let the Supreme Court speak on that before Omontosho still went on to sentence him. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things, because if you go down to the channel, you see a lot of our video where we explain a lot of things that happens both in the court and outside of the court. So I would like you to comment down below, like, subscribe, and share this to go around. Let others see the rating that is going on in Nigeria. And thank you for watching.